welcome to my channel, Mo Moon Tarot. My name is Mo Moon. Welcome to those of you who have watched my videos before and who support me, leave comments, leave likes. I really appreciate you, and I'm so happy to do these readings for you. And for those of you who are new, this might be your first video that you're watching. Welcome to my channel. Like I said, my name is Mo, and I hope that you can enjoy or find something that is helpful for you in my videos. And if you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe to my channel. So I've picked up my tarot cards and I'm shuffling them. We're doing the week ahead tarot and Lenormand card reading. I also have my crystal ball. So we might have to look into that and see what Spirit has for us as far as a message from the crystal ball goes. That's always exciting for me. So we're going to be reading for Monday, February 15 to Sunday, February 21st. And I will be using one tarot card for each day, but I don't know if I'll use one Lenormand card for each day or if I'll just use a Lenormand card if I feel like there's a little bit more energy or a little bit more message that needs to go along with the day. So I'm just shuffling my cards. I hope you're well. Sorry I wasn't able to make a week ahead reading last week. I was working, so I wasn't able to record a video. But this weekend I'm off, and so is my partner. So it's cool because I'm recording this on February 12th, and it's Friday. So my partner is off this weekend, and so am I. This is our weekend off. We work one weekend out of two. So we're going to be able to spend Valentine's Day together, which is really sweet. I hope you have somebody that you can spend Valentine's Day with, even if it's a friend or a family member or a sister or a brother or a colleague. Hopefully you can find somebody just to experience the comfort of having somebody to love around you. You know, love doesn't always have to be romantic. I know Valentine's Day is geared towards lovers, but even if you are in love with a friend or in love with a brother or sister, and you may not have that romantic love, but at least you have love, and that's what's the most important for Valentine's Day. So let's take out the crystal ball and see if there's any messages as far as this week ahead goes, February 15 to February 21. So I'm seeing dust, and it's probably actually dust on my crystal ball, but dust is actually bringing the idea to mind of what light illuminates and how we don't necessarily see air. We can't necessarily see the power of the air around us. But if there is light to illuminate that air, sometimes we can see dust particles floating in the air. And I think it's just that a message is from this crystal ball that, you know, sometimes we don't see things in front of our faces unless there's an illumination, some sort of insight. Sometimes we don't see things clearly with the naked eye until something comes and sheds a light on it. So maybe there's something that you're working on that you have recently been illuminated towards, or something has been brought to your consciousness where you're able to work on something that light has been shed upon. Or maybe there's something that you are experiencing that it's enlightening for you. It's something that you didn't know, and that somehow there's been an illumination, some sort of insight, some sort of knowledge that has been given to you. Or it could be that this is a future reading and there's going to be something that you're going to be made aware of and that you might not like about yourself, or that you might not appreciate because it's something that you consider to be like dust, considering to be a nuisance, but that is being brought up to you so you can do what you need to do to clear away that debris, that dust, that old stale energy. So I do feel like there's a lot of transformation energy with this week coming in, February 15 to February 21. So I'm going to put down a tarot card for each day, and we're going to turn them over all together and see if there's any message with all the tarot cards, and then I'll go and read them one by one. So I'm just going to shuffle them in front of you. And we'll put them down. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'm using my Everyday Witch Tarot. So I'm going to turn over the cards and see what they all are. And see if there's any complete message before we go into specific messages for each day. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Why do I say wow? Well, I'm seeing a lot of wand energy. I'm seeing a lot of wand energy which has to do with spirituality. And I'm thinking about the energy of transformation, and I'm thinking about spiritual transformation. I'm thinking about creative transformation, creative evolution, something creative that you could be working on that is evolving as time is passing, as you are being spiritually enlightened and being transformed. We have the Hanged Man in the middle of the week. So Thursday, in the middle of the week, we have the Hanged Man, which is an enlightened energy, which is a transformative energy, which it can be uncomfortable, but at the same time, if you give in to the position that you are in, you could have a lot of clear insight coming in as well. I also see the Six of Cups, which is about, giving and receiving and emotionally giving of yourself. We have the King of Cups, we have the World, we have the Ten of Wands, which is working hard, and the Fool, which is stepping in to situations with an open heart and an open mind, and not necessarily knowing every step in front of you. And the Knight of Pentacles, which is really about, I do feel like the Knight of Pentacles for this week is about fresh beginnings and fighting for what you believe in. The World card. Okay, so let's start with Monday, the World card. So Monday with the World card, I do feel like this card is telling me the world is your oyster. So Monday, February 15, the day after Valentine's Day, brings a sort of strength that makes opportunities to you apparent. There will be situations on Monday that will allow you to expand your vision, will allow you to expand your horizons and see things in different ways. Let me get a Lenormand card. I haven't used this Lenormand deck yet, so let's see. Okay, we have like a journey. So 21, card number 21, a journey. So I do feel like with the World card and card number 21, which represents to me a journey, you could be embarking on a new path in life. You could be starting a new job. You could be starting a new position within a job that you are already in. You could be thinking of new ways to express yourself. You could be thinking of new ways to do something that you've been doing for a long time. And it's not going to be easy for you, even though the world is your oyster and you can do whatever you want. Like, opportunities are endless. There are difficulties, could be financial difficulties, could be, strength. You don't have the strength to, let's say, lift as heavy as you want to lift. Let's say you do weightlifting and, you want to reach a certain PR, personal record for yourself. There is a journey that you need to take in order to reach that goal. And it's not going to come to you lickety split. It's not going to come to you like this. It's going to be more so a journey to experiencing the world before you in a way where you have to have patience, you have to have determination, you have to have a clear knowing that you are not eternal, but that it's worth the journey anyways, because it's about the experiences that you're having on Monday. So I do feel like that's what I see for Monday with the energy coming in. So Tuesday we have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups, to me for Tuesday is like having insight into things that are not obvious to other people, and helping others see the way you see things, helping others expand their vision and expand their outlook on life. It's not just about your transformation, but it's about the transformation of people around you. And I do feel like with the King of Cups on Tuesday, you have a power about yourself where you can help people to open their eyes to new circumstances and feel things in new ways. At the same time, you have a responsibility. Having that power, you have a responsibility on Tuesday to open up your desires to help other people. You have a desire to help other people on Tuesday. Could be a friend. It doesn't have to be several people. It could just be one person that you are enlightening with your speech, with the way you're talking. You could be having a conversation on Tuesday with somebody where your words are bringing insight and clarity, and a broader perspective to the person that you're talking with. Let me get a Lenormand card. I'm starting to like these Lenormand cards just based on the first one that I pulled there. So we have card number 30, and it looks like the King of Spades, which I believe is swords, but it's the card number 30, and there's a bouquet of roses and a chalice on a table. So if you have to present a difficult situation to somebody, I'm thinking about the story of Esther and in the Bible, and her having to prepare to approach the king. The king in the Bible, the story of Queen Esther, the king has a scepter, and the king invites people into his royal court. And if you're not invited and you appear before the king, you can be put to death because the king never summoned you, and so it isn't your place to go and enter the king's presence. But Queen Esther had a vision to save her people because she was Jewish and her people were going to be annihilated. It's a very complex story, but basically Queen Esther fasted for several days, and she asked her kingdom, the people of her kingdom who were Jewish, to fast as well and to pray, and to pray for her to have the strength to go before the king, but also to have the acceptance of the king within his presence, to be accepted by the king, and not to have him order her death because she entered his kingdom without being summoned. So I do feel like if there's a difficult situation that you have to talk about on Tuesday, you can also put that off. You can put that difficult conversation off until you feel ready to talk about it. You're going to possibly want to communicate something to somebody on Tuesday, but with this card 30, with the king here, King of Swords, it looks like, on the top, card number 30 there, and the roses on the table and the chalice, it's almost like preparing a situation. There could be something serious that you need to talk to somebody about even, and it's about preparing the situation to create an atmosphere where you can talk about the subject that you need to talk about. Don't rush into any situation without being prepared, is what I see for Tuesday. Wednesday, February 17, we have the Six of Cups, which is like about giving. It's about childhood. It's about nostalgia, thinking back to how things were when you were a child. And, you know, it's nice if you had a nice childhood. Some people don't have nice childhoods. Some people have a hard time growing up. They have a hard time accepting the reality of adult life. Could be you, that you're experiencing that. With the Six of Cups, though, I do feel like, you know, there is nostalgia. There is thinking back to good times, maybe good times with friends. Especially since we're in a pandemic, you could be thinking back to times where you were able to spend with your friends on vacation or in a coffee shop or at a restaurant. There is a little bit of missing that environment and that situation. You could be feeling that on Wednesday. And we have card number 13. This looks like the Page of Swords. And it's interesting because, you know, we had the Six of Cups, which I said was about childhood and nostalgia and growing up. And then we have this card number 13 with the little girl on it. And here we have an older adult with the little girl. And here we have an older adult with a little girl. So it's like you could be, you know, experiencing a certain situation with a child that you have where you're guiding that child to become the best version of themselves and to grow up to be responsible adults. You could be facing a situation on Wednesday where you're working with kids, you're working in a daycare, you're working to help the younger generation to grow up to be the best version of themselves. And for some reason, I'm with the card number 13. I'm thinking about being 13 years old, transitioning from being 12 years old to being a teenager, 13. You could be thinking about yourself, and with these two cards, you could be thinking about how things were when you were 13 years old. How were you viewing life at that time? How were you transitioning from being a child to being a teenager, growing into adulthood? Nostalgia of times past. Yeah, there could be like living in the past on Wednesday, kind of feeling like you're going through life a little bit in a daze because you're kind of not really in the present world. You're kind of thinking about the past and thinking about what things were like and enjoying the continuation of your life, kind of bringing your past in with your future, melding the two together, bringing the two together to feel like a cohesive unit, to feel like you are that same person that you were when you were a child, when you were a teenager, and now that you're an adult, feeling like that was all one life. I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like my life has been a series of lives and that they're not all connected, that they're all just separate lives that I've lived. And it's only recently where I could feel like that was one whole life that I lived. And sometimes we go through painful situations as a teenager where we experience heartbreak, or we experience breaking up with a boyfriend or a girlfriend after you've dated them for a year or even longer or less. But feeling heartbreak and feeling like that relationship that you were in was like a marriage, and was like a marriage and a divorce, and almost like that was a separate lifetime. And I do feel like you might be thinking about that on Wednesday. There could be a sense of nostalgia. It could be a sense of bringing your life into gelling your life together to feel like it's one life and it's not separate units that you were living, that it's all you, that there's like I said, there's going to be transformation this week with like what I saw in the crystal ball, enlightenment, but also being pointed out things that we don't necessarily like about ourselves, but that we can change about ourselves. So on Thursday, February 18, we have the Hangman, card number 12 of the Major Arcana. And so with this card of the Major Arcana, there's like an overarching energy of being uncomfortable, but also dealing with that uncomfortable situation in a way where you can learn a grand message, like a super message, like a super big message, a big bit of clarity, overcoming with the Hangman, overcoming difficulties, overcoming being in a difficult situation. It reminds me of when I was working as a nursing assistant, because I'm an orderly, a patient care attendant right now. But I did do my nursing assistant course, and it reminds me of when I was a PAB, a patient care attendant, préposé aux bénéficiaires in French, PAB. I wait on patients. I feed patients. I help them go to the bathroom. I clean them. I help them eat. I weigh them. I help them walk. I help them ambulate. Like I said, I help them walk. And I wrap people when they're dead and bring them down to the morgue. But I also did my nursing assistant course, where I was taught to give medication and give injections and put suppositories and start an IV and, just everything that nurses do except for giving medication by IV. I was pretty much doing as a nursing assistant in school. And when I passed my nursing assistant course, I did my exam. I got my license to be a nursing assistant. I was scared to start my job as a nursing assistant because I didn't know if it was for me. I didn't know if I could do the job. I didn't know if I would be able to handle the stress. And, for me, that was like a hangman situation where I applied to do I applied for the job. I got an interview. I went through the interview. I did the training. I started working by myself when I finished the training as a nursing assistant. And it was a very uncomfortable situation. And I didn't like being a nursing assistant. I was stressed out. I was crying on my breaks. I wasn't taking my breaks. I was crying before work. It just wasn't the job for me. And the hangman is putting yourself into a situation to learn about yourself, to learn about who you really are and what's really meant for you. So I do feel like Thursday we have that energy of the hangman, and that energy of allowing yourself to do uncomfortable things, things that stretch you, things that broaden your horizons, open your view, open your seeing to the greater things in the world. I don't think I'm going to pull a Lenormand card for that day, Thursday. I think it's pretty straightforward. So we had the hangman for Thursday, allowing yourself to go through uncomfortable situations, pushing your limits, pushing yourself to do stuff that's uncomfortable, to be enlightened and to learn about yourself. So Friday we have the 10 of Wands. So Friday looks like hard work, right? Look at this card. She's got a face. She's like really working hard. She's carrying these 10 wands up the hill, as if it's not hard enough to climb up a hill. She's also carrying 10 wands and a cat on her back. The energy can be heavy on Friday, February 19. I do feel like there could be a heavy energy in the air. And it's about you working with that energy so that it doesn't have to feel so heavy. If you're aware that the collective is feeling a sense of heaviness on Friday, February 19, you can understand that that's not coming from you. It's not just coming from you. It's not specifically coming from you. It's coming from the collective energy of the world, of the people of the world. It's feeling heavy. People are feeling a heaviness. And if you need to take some time to be quiet, to not be so social, to think through things in your head, to make decisions, if you need that time for yourself, don't feel bad about not always coming off as the exact same person every time you're in a certain environment. You have emotions. You are a multifaceted human being, just like I am. And not every situation that we feel is always going to have the same solution. Not every problem is always going to have the same solution. And if your problem is you're feeling heavy because the whole world is feeling heavy on Friday, it means that what is your solution on Friday? What do you feel is going to help you get through a heavy energy? Like, what is your go-to when you feel heavy? Do you journal? Do you keep to yourself? Do you go for a run? Do you do artwork? What is it for you on Friday that will help you to feel enlightened? And we have card number 29, and it's just a goddess, like a goddess with a pentacle around her her neck. And so I do feel like she's even got a chalice in her hand, and it could be symbolizing hydration. Perhaps you need to hydrate yourself. Perhaps you need to think about drinking more water. And if you don't like water, perhaps you need to think about what kind of drops you can put in your water so that it tastes better. I was looking at that today. I was looking at stevia drops, because stevia is a natural sweetener and it's not bad for your body. And I was thinking about how drinking more water would be possible if I drank stevia, put stevia drops in it. But I also see a goddess in this picture, card number 29. There's a transition between 29 and 30, where when you turn 30, it's almost like you're in a whole new decade of life. And for me, when I was turning 30, there was a strong shock like that I had from being 29 to 30. I felt like everything changed. And I feel like that with the goddess, it's about remembering that you are special, remembering that even though you might go through difficult situations with the 10 of Wands, that you have the power within yourself to take care of yourself, to transition, to grow, to learn, to transform, to be in control, to be divine, to be honest and open with yourself, and to do what's best for you in every situation. So it could feel a little heavy on Friday. Remember, that's the collective energy, and remember that you need to do what you need to do to get through that heavy feeling, and that it's not coming from you, it's just coming from the collective. So Saturday, February 20, we have card 0, which is the Fool. And I do feel like Saturday is bringing in a light collective energy, a foolish, I want to say a foolish energy, which is like the energy of the Fool, the foolish energy, the energy of just enjoying life and just feeling like you have the opportunity to go where you want to go, to do what you want to do, to feel how you want to feel. The energy is open for whatever you want to do on Saturday, February 20. The energy with the Fool is like, what do you see for yourself? What do you see for your future? And how do you want to accomplish that in life? How do you want to accomplish those amazing goals that you have for yourself? Because the energy on Saturday is giving you the opportunity to plant those seeds of transformation and those new seeds of existence that you want to see, what kind of existence you want to see growing in your world for yourself. What is the existence you want to live in? So I won't pull a Lenormand card for Saturday because I feel like that's straightforward. Sunday, February 21st, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And I did say that this is like a fresh energy. Maybe because I do feel like this week has been going by fast. I feel like this week, February 15 to February 21, feels like things are going quickly. And the Knight of Pentacles takes things a little slower. So the energy is slowing down on Sunday, February 21st. And it's really about, what did you do during the current week, February 15 to February 21st? What did you do that brought about change? What did you do that brought about a new way of viewing life for yourself? And now, what are the steps you need to put into place to make sure that you succeed at achieving those goals? Let's draw a Lenormand card for Sunday, February 21st, with the Knight of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Oh, we have, it looks like a koi fish, card number 34. So the koi fish is a fish that is sort of like salmon in a sense, because the koi fish, just like salmon, swims upstream. The salmon swim upstream to lay their eggs upstream in order to have babies. And the koi fish, in the myth about the koi fish, the magical myth, koi fish swim upstream and went through a difficult time swimming upstream. And once the koi fish swims all the way upstream, the koi fish reaches the Golden Gate. and goes through the Golden Gate, and across the Golden Gate, the koi fish turns into a dragon, a mythical, beautiful, magical, strong, powerful creature. So from a koi fish to a dragon. And I think the symbology is that, you know, difficulty brings transformation, great transformation, but also thinking through how to get things accomplished brings great transformation as well. And it's like that saying, you know, nothing that is worth having, no, sorry, anything worth having is worth working hard for. And you will value what you work hard for a lot more if you put in the work. And if you don't work hard for it, easy come, easy go, right? So I do feel like that's the lesson of the week ahead, February 15 to February 21st. I feel like the lesson is that transformation is on the horizon. Movement is taking place. Let me just see my crystal ball and see if there's any other messages. So like plant life, you know, like a seed that is planted in the earth. The seed, and I'm sure you've heard this before, the seed is planted in the dark. The seed is planted with a shell. And the seed has to break through that shell with the help of the water and the sun shining through the earth, the warmth of the sun. The seed has to accept the help, but also has to do the work in order to break through that shell and pierce through the earth and to start to grow into a beautiful, blossoming nature ornament. It's like an ornament of nature. Plants are like ornaments in nature. They're so beautiful, especially in the summer when you see a plant or, you know, a garden full of flowers. You see how beautiful they make nature. They're like an ornament that is created in nature and that is used in nature to beautify a space. And so I think that that crystal ball message is saying that life is not always easy. Yes, there will be difficult times. Yes, you will have to put up with being uncomfortable sometimes, or being, you know, transformed or being molded into something different. But allow that change to take place, because you know that you are going to be developing into something greater. The whole purpose of our journey in life is to develop into an individual who is self-actualized, and who is, through that self-actualization process, helping others to self-actualize as well. So it's not just a journey for one, it's a journey for many. You are taking this journey in life as a journey, not just for yourself, but for the people around you. And so keep that in mind this week, February 15 to February 21. You see that the sun is shining against the window on the building across the street, and it's making it hard to see me, but it's beautiful. I love the sun. Anyway, I think I've gone on long enough. I hope this was a helpful video for you for the week ahead, February 15 to February 21. Make sure if it was helpful to like this video and comment down below if you want to leave me a message that I can get back to. Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss when I upload a new video. Again, my name is Mo. Thank you for being here and listening to this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.